Welcome to How to Lose Weight and What I Eat in a Day channel. In today's video I shared more light on the informative history of mental health in Canada to keep you informed. The history of healthcare in Canada started way back in the year 1753 when the first hospital was built that was for the treatment of the mentally ill. However, due to the negligence of many doctors who adhered to the fact that people would get better without medication and would instead treat them with herbs and animal fat, the hospital system was closed down. This left the people with no place to go to get well. Fast forward to 1867 when the province of Canada passed the first laws that stated that people who were mentally ill and in constant need of treatment were to be admitted to a local hospital where they would be safe and have a place to go to get well. However, due to the negligence of the doctors, who would only prescribe medicines that would make the people suffer and would not take into account the person's lifestyle and eating habits, the local hospitals that were set up to be like prisons were raided by the police and the patients were arrested. Patients went through a lot, being arrested for public disorder and having to endure interrogation sessions. Not to mention that these patients also needed to be fed, but they were deprived of this requirement due to the negligence of the doctors. Fast forward again to 1905 when Canadian law was changed in the province of Alberta that would allow doctors to prescribe to the people who were suffering from mental illness and in need of some form of treatment. This law was put into effect in Fort Chipewyan in northwest Canada, as it was a remote and isolated area of the province that lacked a hospital or mental health facility. The people in this area were suffering from mental illness that led them to violence and were in need of treatment. So they decided that they needed help, and they set up an office in 1909 in order to access proper treatment, and they also became the leaders in the area. This office, later to become known by the name Fort Sillery, became the first hospital in northwest Canada to accept patients suffering from mental illness. Fort Sillery became known as a place where people could go for their mental health and physical well-being, and this became a rallying cry for the people in the area as they began to raise money for a building to open the hospital in this remote area. In 1914 the first patients were admitted to this hospital. However, the building that was to be built was never built due to the civil war that broke out during its construction. The office, in its time, became an important center of the community that helped many people find a home and get some form of help that would assist them when they needed it most. The building has been a place where people could get help for many conditions in this town, which has a population of 1400. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy my video, kindly like, share, subscribe and turn on the notification bell for more on my newest future videos.